We good? This joint been bugging. It wasn't working on my iPad, but I think we good now. Let me get a thumbs up if we in the building, man. Lil Brunson. You know, lunchtime with the bullies real quick. Let's talk about Carlos Hyde. I want to talk about Loso. What's up, Matt? What's up with you, man? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? We live past the wrench, bro. Okay. You're talking wrench talk. I'll give one out right now. I'll give a wrench out right now. Hey, shout out to y'all too, man. We closing in on 12,000 subs. We're going to keep this thing rolling. We're going to keep doing it that way, the way we always been doing it. You know what I'm saying? Let me crack a window in here. We about to talk our talk for a minute. Let's go. Cool Cat, what's going on with you, baby? What's up with you? Let me go here on Twitter real quick. I want to read something to y'all very interesting stat. Now, Carlos Hyde just makes a bunch of sense, period. I'm doing well. Jim, how you doing, man? Get on Twitter real quick. Carlos Hyde makes a bunch of sense, man, for the Philadelphia Eagles. I mean, he's young. Not young. Well, you know what? We're going to get to that. Carlos Hyde is actually young, in my opinion. Carlos Hyde is young in terms of tread on his tires. You know what I mean? Carlos Hyde ain't got that much tread on his tires. I'm trying to get to the exact stat that somebody pointed out to me. Or that I seen on Twitter. I can't get to it in its entirety, but basically it goes a little like this, man. Carlos Hyde is basically about to be 30 years old. Has a little over 1,000 carries. Ezekiel Elliott is 25 years old, and Ezekiel Elliott has more carries than Carlos Hyde. You know what I mean? DH Eagle, what's up? So you got age, and then you got wear and tear. Running backs get a lot of wear and tear on them. For Carlos Hyde to be 30 years old, closing in on 30, Carlos Hyde doesn't have no wear and tear. No wear and tear. How you doing, Miss Austin? What up? No wear and tear on Carlos Hyde, man. So I like Carlos Hyde. It's a bargain pickup if we do grab him. 12 subs on the way for sure, 12K subs. It's a bargain pickup if we grab him. And I think that, you know, it's just a smart move by the front office. He's a very underrated blocker. Carlos Hyde is a very underrated blocker. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Very underrated. I think he had a little over 1,000 carries, and he's about to be 30 years old. And just to bring it full circle, Ezekiel Elliott has 1,100 carries, and he's 25. Carlos Hyde can be a workhorse. He's a good power back. He's good at finishing runs. But he don't got the wear and tear that Zeke got on him. And I think if the Eagles got the opportunity to grab Carlos Hyde, they should go ahead and grab him. I'm all for that type of pick. I'm all for that type of pickup because I don't want Miles Sanders to get hurt. If you don't like this video, you smoke Reggie. Yeah, I mean, a lot of dudes smoke Reggie. Thomas R. Pederson got some great stats, man. Yeah, Thomas R. Pederson do got some great stats, man. I actually saw that tweet from Thomas R. Pederson, man. So shout out to him, man. You know what I mean? It was interesting. Now, I know Carlos Hyde wasn't never a workhorse for any organization, but at the same time, I think Carlos Hyde did have 1,000 rushing yards last season with the Houston Texans, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, the fact that he doesn't have that much wear and tear is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It shines a light on the utilization that certain franchises do. You know what I'm saying? The utilization on a lot of these running backs is just ridiculous. And I don't think anybody has more utilization than Zeke. You're talking about a guy, Zeke is 25, and Zeke has already gotten 1,100 carries. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think the Philadelphia Eagles are looking in the right area because you need somebody that's going to complement Miles Sanders. You're not really looking for Carlos Hyde to catch a bunch of passes out the backfield, but Carlos Hyde can get you those powerful 2 yards, power 3 yards. You know, Carlos Hyde can do it. You know what I mean? And I think that they should go ahead and get a dude like that. Those carries show too on Zeke, yeah. Those carries show on Zeke, man. You know what I mean? And you know, I don't wish wear and tear on any player in the NFL, but it's bound to happen if you run the ball like Zeke. Wear and tear is bound to happen. So, you know what I mean? Carlos Hyde has done an amazing, but you get paid for that wear and tear too. You get paid for being used the way Zeke is been used. Please, man, have a wrench your friend from Bermuda. Take that. I think Hyde is a good fit for our rotational backfield. I agree, Murph. I definitely agree. Keep Sanders fresh at all costs. I want Sanders to stay fresh. Griffin. Clowney or Griffin? I want Griffin. Barnett has had the same stats as Clowney. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Clowney did anything spectacular last year. You could bring in Griffin, and you could bring back Vinny Curry for what Clowney want. Come on, give me Griffin. Bro, what does the wrench mean? The wrench just means that, you able to block and censor, certain messages and stuff like that. Please, can I have a wrench? I'll give you a wrench, man. We're not going to keep opening up the wrench shop no more, man. People be telling me I should take some wrenches back. I'm giving out too many wrenches, but I do what I want. Griffin is a monster, and he would cost less. Exactly, I agree. Bro, I never got a wrench. You got to get a picture for me. My brother, how's your day? The day chill. Rue Grove, what up? High Dominion, what's up? Is it true that the Eagles are 50 mil over the cap for next season? Yes. Howie Roseman is a genius. Yes, we're 50 million over the cap. It don't surprise me. And you know what I mean? And, oh, yeah, and I was also looking at an article. I think it was from Bleeding Green Nation. They were saying that if you, like they did an all quarterbacks draft and Carson Wentz was drafted 10th. He was drafted 10th. So if all the quarterbacks got to go first, you got to do a quarterback draft. Carson Wentz was drafted 10th. I would like to see the rest of that list. I'm going to do a video on it when I see it. There's a bunch of malarkey. Let me get a wrench before the shop closed. Take that. But yeah, I do like Carlos Hyde, man. I like Carlos Hyde and what he brings to the table for the Philadelphia Eagles for sure. Power back, goon, can get the job done. Bleeding Green Nation do got good articles. I agree with you there. And this just comes full circle, man, because the video I made last week, I was saying that the Philadelphia Eagles are not done. They got to add a power back. And I think we've done that. I think we've done that cornerback. But a part of me is saying you got to add another cornerback as well. You got to add another outside corner. And I think we good, man. What's going on, Steph? Hyde can catch the ball, too. I believe it. Kayvon could be an immediate starter. Love the confidence. I love the confidence, too, but I got to see what you could do on the field. You like Carlos Hyde more than Devontae Freeman? Hell yeah. You talking about Devontae Freeman from Atlanta? Devontae Freeman can't block. I don't want no running backs on this roster who ain't gonna block and provide extra security for Carson Wentz in a passing situation. I don't want no running backs who can't block. Devontae Freeman is part of the reason, in my opinion, along with Kyle Shanahan, that the Atlanta Falcons blew a 28-3 lead in the Super Bowl. He was giving up so many blocks to Matt Ryan, it was ridiculous. Bad knees and always hurt for Hyde. He don't got to be a starter. I don't care. He's a rotational piece. He rushed for 1,000 yards last season. What do I think about Leonard Fournette? He talked too much. Philly Fresh, what's up, dog? What's your thoughts on Logan Ryan? The cornerback, I like Logan Ryan, but we don't have to make this thing too complicated. Darius Slay is going to shut down the number one opposition, or he's going to not make it so easy for some of these number one guys. We just need guys like Avonte Maddox to be able to stay with the number two option, man. Desert Eagle, what's up? We just need guys to be able to stay with the number two option, and I think we golden. I think we crispy. Sydney starting a long Slay, hopefully. Khalil Tate, I don't know who that is. Hyde 10 to 15 carries, keeping Miles fresh. That's all Hyde need is 10 to 15 carries. Dwayne Aldridge, what's up with you, bruh? LB, Carlos Hyde be the lightning to the thunder. I agree. Or thunder to the lightning. Darius Slay is good, but we need one of our young corners to take a huge step. I agree with that. Everybody talking about TJ Edwards. I have no confidence in any linebacker that was on the field for us last year. They all could kick rocks. I have no confidence in none of them. Nathan Gary was buns in coverage, and he's the fastest linebacker on the roster. None of them showed no initiative. They all can be gone. I'm just ready to see how the season plays out, if we have one. If we do, we can attend the games. You're right. I'm ready to see that as well. Tate won't make the roster. I don't know. Good morning, Lions Den. Yeah, Sean Bradley, anybody could start at linebacker. Every linebacker we drafted and signed as an undrafted free agent could start. We're that bad. Made a video last night about Hyde. I'm going to check it out, Philly Fresh. Did I hear Sidney Jones training with Rodney Braxton? I did a video on that. That's going to be good for Sidney Jones. And also what Marquand Manuel could bring to the table is going to be good for Sidney Jones as well. Dak Prescott is done in Dallas. That's his business. We out there. We just out to repeat win the division. We just out to go to the playoffs 4 straight years. We're not out to make anything. We're not link to Philly Fresh. Just type in Philly Fresh and sub him up. Type in Philly Fresh and sub him up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're not out to make anything complicated. What we're going to do is absolutely go to the playoffs for 4 straight years. No matter how haters like it or not. We've been in the playoffs 3 straight years. Let's not make this complicated. We're going to get there. How many running backs I think we're going to carry? 3. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new. I'm not worried about the Cowboys no more either. I'm not wasting my breath on an 8-8 ball club. I'm not wasting my breath no more on an 8-8 ball club. Y'all got my word. I'm not wasting my breath on them. It's useless. It's useless. You know what I mean? They draft a wide receiver. Now they think they're going to the playoffs. They're going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I'm not wasting my breath on an 8-8 ball club. It makes no sense at this point. Why are we sitting here talking about some dudes who don't finish their food? They don't handle no business. It's ludicrous. And people are looking at me like I'm crazy because I say we're going to sweep them. They went 8-8. Come on, man. They won 8-8. Is it outlandish? Does Clement make the roster? Yeah, Clement going to make the roster. Who do I think is harder on the schedule, Ravens or the Saints? The Ravens, because we play the Saints December 3rd in Philly. They got to step outside that dome. I know global warming is a beast. It could be 80 degrees December 13th, but hopefully it's cold because that's going to affect them. Somebody pulled up on me. They've been delusional. Last 2 years, Philly has been 9-7. That's mediocre. Last 2 years, Philadelphia has made the playoffs being 9-7. You can call it what you want. If we mediocre, what has the Cowboys been? If we're mediocre, making the playoffs 3 straight years is mediocre. That's consistency. The last 2 years, the Philadelphia Eagles had to come from the dead to make it to the playoffs. If you're talking about the last 2 years, please highlight Doug Pederson's Decembers. Do that. Y'all dudes kill me. Mediocre. I never heard of making the playoffs 3 straight years mediocre. Never heard of it. Last 2 seasons, I saw a football team rally when it mattered the most. That's what I saw. We were 4-6 the year before last. Had to win 4 or 5 straight last year. Come on, bruh. What teams do that? It's a testament to Doug's. It's a testament to Doug's coaching. Because Nick Foles did it, then Carson Wentz did it. The only constant that remains is Doug Pederson. Doug Pederson is the constant that remains. You can switch out quarterbacks. You can do this, that, and the third. Doug Pederson remains. Top 5 coach. Top 5 quarterback. We need a new playbook. Listen, we got new offensive minds that have came into the fold. We got new offensive gurus. We got new playmakers. The offense is going to be different. You got to be able to coach up and use this 4-3 speed. 8-8, 10-6, 8-8. That's mediocre. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Preach. The last time Dallas was in the championship game is when VCRs were out. We ain't worrying about Dallas no more, man. We off that, man. They mediocre. They trash, man. They ain't even worth conversation anymore. Do you think our offense can finally go vertical? We have no choice. We have 4-3 speed. We will be vertical. We will throw a bomb twice a game this season. Trust me. Do I think Jalen Reagor will have a good season? I think Jalen Reagor is going to have the best impact on a team that does the best, if that makes any sense. Jalen Reagor is going to be on a winning team. Jalen Reagor will be in the playoffs. I don't think any other wide receiver drafted in the first round will be in the playoffs. Minnesota got a chance with Justin Jefferson, but without Stephon Diggs, kid got to learn the ropes. What's my thoughts on the move for Clowney? We could do without Clowney. Too expensive. I got D-Jack having close to 1,000 yards myself. I got either D-Jack or Rhaegar having close to 1,000 yards myself. How are there 300 in there with 200 likes? Because everybody don't hit like. You know what I mean? Hey, hit the likes, man. Everybody, if you're here right now, just hit like. Hit the like, man. Let's see how strong we get, man. Hit the like button. Let's get 300 likes. Everybody, if everybody just hit the like button, let's see how our reach is. Barbara Elliott, what up? Do you think we need to bring in another linebacker? Absolutely, expeditiously, man. Expeditiously, you need. You know, you got to bring in another linebacker. That's the weakest link of our defense right now is linebacker. You know what I mean? But we got to see what these guys got that we drafted. We did draft 2 linebackers. Does Quez make the roster? Hopefully. Thoughts on Kayvon Wallace? Dog. Outspoken dog. A lot to prove. Not scared. Are the Arizona Cardinals a threat in the NFC? No. Bradham can't cover. Bradham is slow, but Bradham is good at run stopping. So I think Bradham could actually come back. Hey, Maverick, thank you for the donation. Who will be better, Quez or Hightower? That's tough, man. That's tough. That's tough. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think immediately we'll be able to use Hightower more because he can field some punts. It's tough to say who's going to be better, man. Quez is definitely a little faster, though. What do I think Miles Caesar's going to look like? 800 rushing yards, 600 receiving yards, 10 tubs. I think Ward deserves another shot. I do too. I do too. I do too. But, you know, it might not be room for him, man. Let's be real. What do you think of Goddard with all these wide receivers? Nothing. Goddard is a tight end. We run a 21 personnel a lot. We run 2 tight ends a lot, man. A lot. My thoughts on Corey Clement. I wouldn't have signed him, but hopefully this is a wake-up call for him. Yo, Lil Brunson, what do you think what happens to Alshon with all these wide receivers? Nothing. Alshon's going to make the team. That's the way it sounds. Alshon is going to come back week 6 or week 5 just in time to cook. Just in time to cook. The best hands in the NFC East go to Alshon Jeffrey. Thoughts on Sean Bradley? I like him. I like Sean Bradley. I like. He's what you need out of a linebacker from the terms of swag and how the way he carries himself. But all these rookies gotta prove it, including CeeDee Lamb. They all gotta prove it, dog. Jay Judy, everybody, Joe Burrow, Chase, they all gotta prove it. Over 300 people in here. Drop a like and subscribe on the road to 12K. You already know, man. You already know. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't liked, make sure you like. All that stuff get us to where we need to be. Thoughts on Dillard week? What's going on, number 9? Dillard is weak. Dillard need to get a little more grown man strength in the tank. That's why we're thinking about bringing JP back, because JP can, you know, I think Chase Young will put Dillard on his head. I think he'll put him on his head. And in terms that leaves Carson Wentz susceptible to being hit by an animal like Chase Young. So I think Dillard need to get some grown man strength about him. I love our chances this year as well. I like Hightower better than Watkins. I think Hightower could do a few more things, but you got to see. Now, Quez Watkins had the second fastest 40 time. You got to see. Quez Watkins could find himself being an odd man out, but Quez Watkins is only a junior. Keep that in mind. Quez is only a junior. Quez could be a project. Quez could be on the practice squad. We could be molding Quez. Because with Adrian Killins and Hightower, I think the punt return and the kick return is kind of sold up. But that speed he got, woo. Woo. When do you see Gillard get knocked on his head? When he played right tackle? I seen Dillard get thrown on his head. I don't know if it was Everson Griffin, but it was a Vikings game. I seen Dillard get put on his biscuit. That's when I knew he had to hit the weights. What team scares me the most going into the season? Nobody. 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 If you talk about in the NFC, nobody. AFC, the only team that scared me is a team in the AFC called the Chiefs. Nobody in the NFC scared me, bruh. We could very well be in the Super Bowl this season. Watkins going to make the team? I hope so. I hope so. Watkins was like a sleeper pick for me. Dillard stopped Khalil Mack on the left side. I mean, that's Khalil Mack. But he also got put on his biscuit. It ain't happened a lot. He need to get stronger. Dillard struggles with bull rushes. He's good with speed rushers. He needs to play, though. We got to see. I'm telling you, Everson Griffin is a bull rusher. Chase Young is a bit of a bull rusher with speed. Dillard needs to get stronger. Sorry, he needs to get stronger. Think about it like this. Jason Peters struggles with speed rushers a little bit. A bull rusher ain't running through JP. Dillard's going to be fine. Okay, so if Dillard get hurt and we don't sign JP, what do we do at left tackle? What do we do at left tackle for everybody that wants to get JP out of here so bad? What do we do at left tackle? If Dillard can't stand up 16-game seasons, what do we do? Bring in the rugby player? Wish we would have signed Dillard? Dillard need to be a backup one more year, in my opinion. One more year. You heard JJ interview, he's not it. I mean, JJ got to show it. JJ got to show it. Because you can't play around with the left tackle position in the NFL. You can't do it. You cannot play around with the left tackle position in the NFL, man. That's the blind spot for the quarterback. If you know a dude need to get stronger, why would you throw him out there? Chase Young just came here. Chase Young just came here. Now, he's a rookie, but Chase Young looking like the next Khalil Mack. You don't want to play around with the left tackle position, man. You want to bring back Jason Peters, man. You don't got time to put Carson Wentz's his health in the hands of somebody who's not quite ready. Will Parks better have a dope season, or Will Parks fine. I think Will Parks is on the bubble of making the roster. You're not getting rid of Kayvon Wallace. Will Parks got to really, really show out. You know what I'm saying? Will Parks really got to show out. But my lunch is here, man. Let me go ahead and take care of that, man. Official video coming later. You already know the vibes. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And listen, man, yo, if you ain't liking and subscribe, make sure you do that. We're on the road to 12K. A lot of football to talk about, man. I'm out of here, man. We're gonna get to it this afternoon. I got a special one. brewing.